Gotta wait. You gotta wait. Key, we can't hear you.
Y'all can hear me.
Yep. There it is. Here my head go with all this typing. Keon. The allergies got you down,
It's taking everybody out.
eh? I had me a good workout today. I'm back in the gym.
That's good, Dash. I'm proud of you.
Keon, I like your hair. I'm not sure what you got going on, but I like it.
It's just a bun, nothing too crazy.
But it's got two pieces out, and the bun is. Hey, what's wrong with you? It's about nothing crazy. I wasn't even
Did you
talking
see
to
her?
you.
Did you see her though?
Yeah.
Key, let me send you. Key, I need to send you a song that remind me of you.
What is
It's
it?
my song to you. It's called "We Own It" by Monaleo.
Oh man.
You know that song, Key?
But you say Leo, I say is Leo. I'm confused. Is it
Oh
Leo?
yeah, it's Monaleo.
Because I'm a real fan. Like if people say
Okay,
Leo,
but
I'm
do you
sorry.
know? Do you know the song though? You know the first hook, right? It's called "We Own It."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my song to you. So don't play with me.
Okay.
Yikes.
If you choose violence on a Monday, I don't know how to for you. Just choosing
happy
violence on a Monday is crazy.
Happy 420 to those who celebrate. If you know, you know. If you don't be a Karen about it.
You didn't have to add that last part in. She just too sassy for me.
Oh man. Anyway, guys, welcome back. We are now streaming. Hopefully the internet works great. The picture looks good. Although it's got me looking a little, I don't know if I'm digitized or make I'm not, I don't even have a filter on. I don't know what this is. But anyway, life is good. And if you're new here, thank you. I am Label Me Legal, otherwise known as, you'll probably hear them say Dash. And if you want to know what we're talking about, you can go on my website, labelmelegal.com/blog, and read the blog for yourself. Next to me is Keon, a doctor of physical therapy in Georgia. And above her,
Hey, Biscuit.
with the curly hair, thanks, Biscuit, is Maya, a occupational therapist and dope financial strategist. So Maya is located in Texas, if anyone cares.
Right. Dang. Whoa. Whoa, pal.
Anywho, we will be bringing our own opinions, and if you got here by the flyer, as you know, we are real sisters. We actually have another sister; she just doesn't join us. And we will be bringing our own opinions and different expertise: occupational therapist, financial, physical therapist, lawyer. So today's topic was about finding peace. I don't know. I just felt it at the time. I write these blogs like way in advance. So I can't always point to what I feel at the time or remember where I was going at the time. But obviously the Stephen Colbert thing happened a minute ago. But I want to know. actually be waiting on Keon's opinion because she think I'm sassy. So I want to know. Actually, this week I want to know Maya's opinion first because I already talked to Maya, and all she gave me was this was a good vlog. So I want to know what you thought, Maya.
Well, one, I wanted you to kind of break down the Stephen Colbert
Colbert.
because Colbert,
Mhm.
yeah, because I didn't know. Why you do that?
I just said this too. It was Mona Leo.
Anyway. Okay, so yeah, because at first I was like, who is Stephen Colbert? One. Two, what does he have to do with anything? But I had to read a little bit. I think the point of it was talking about don't believe in systems, his story, and correct me if I'm wrong. Like don't value a system that doesn't value you.
Yeah. So Stephen Colbert is kind of like the just the initial anchor because I wrote this probably back when Stephen Colbert. No, not Real Talk 420 edition. I was just saying happy 420 to those who celebrate. Anyway, I wrote this back when Stephen Colbert, I think like it was all like in the news and it was real big because it just was ridiculous that Stephen Colbert was doing well, like numbers are up, ratings are great, like nothing is wrong, but somebody doesn't like him because of something he said, and now all of a sudden he's canceled. He loses his job that he's had for I don't know 9 years, whatever it was, and then it was kind of like a replay because like in 2020 people got just let go out of nowhere, and some people got let go on a we don't know how this is going to shake out but we want to conserve our money so we're letting people go kind of situation. And then 5 years later we're having this issue, and so the point was ground yourself in something real and something that matters to you and something that is more internal than grounding yourself in a salary, a paycheck, a title, a company, especially these companies because they don't truly value you the way you think they do. They take out life insurance policies on you. Okay? They don't value you. So, and the second you leave, they're going to hire somebody else. It is what it is. It's not personal, it's just business. And so that was kind of like, don't let one thing or one person or even your kids be your whole identity. There's so much more to you and to life.
I think that's the part. I said this was good because I feel like I talk about this already with just us, and those were points where it was like, don't let accolades be you. I think at one point, one of my friends told me that that's starting to be my identity, and yeah, and I think those words kind of made me have to do like a setback because I could have been like, "Who are you?" Like, I'm mad, that she said that, but I'm a reflective person, and so like if somebody said that to me, like, yeah, I need to take a step back, and those words always ring through my head, and so like when you said something about if you make peace your worth or your purpose dependent on it being it, and if you make your peace your worth or your purpose dependent on being needed by a network, a company, a team, or even a title, you'll spend your life chasing a carrot that can be pulled away at any time. And I feel like for a minute, like that has been me, just trying to chase that next accolade, instead of I literally prayed on this last night. I had just thank God for making me like just sit down and see where I'm at right now. Yes, and I think this is the first time where I'm literally just seeing what's around me and
Yeah.
it feels good.
Yeah.
And so
So that piece spoke to you.
yeah, this was a good blog. I felt like it was really good for
Okay, before I go to Keon, Mark said the lady in gray would be jokes with the smoke, with some smoke.
what is that on? Because I
As I
don't see
said,
that.
420. It's on YouTube. I'm not sure how to take that, but I'm gonna agree with you. And then Mark says sometimes it does be personal at work. I feel that, I understand that, and I agree. Only because I know Keon, because his personal persists. But prior to understanding Keon and hearing her experiences, yeah, it ain't personal for you, girl. I would have asked you what you mean. I actually want to know what you talking about. Like, how is it personal for you at work? But I can now empathize better with people when they say that because of Keon. I don't know why you look like that, Keon. But anyway, what was your take on the blog?
Work is very personal to me. Yeah, it's very personal because I just feel like I had to go through a different type of grind to get it, and I really had some like today. I had a rough day at work, and I chose peace, and I left. I called my boss, and I was just like, I don't feel like I'm in the best mental space, like. And it wasn't like I felt like low. It's just like everybody had this expectation for you to, I had to tell somebody today, I'm human. I can have a bad day.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't like this person. And I was like, and I don't want to keep talking about it. But choosing peace is not always easy. And when I read this, because there's an emotional component to it, right? So choosing peace is not always easy because there's such an emotional attachment to my career for me. Like, I'm so passionate about it. And when I read through the 4 things that you said to start implementing, I got the first 2, but when I got to learn to want less, that's when you lost me. And it wasn't because like it's wrong. It's just like, how does someone so ambitious and so passionate about something learn to want less? And the problem is because you want so much for it, you put expectations on other people to have the same love and passion for something that you have. And that's usually my problem. It's like, I'm working on building a team and feeling supported within that team, and I don't always feel supported because they don't have the same passion as I do behind this career. They don't have that. And so learning to want less puts you in a less vulnerable position to be hurt or to be overwhelmed or to be in a discomforting space. And I don't know how to truly get to learn to want less. Like, I don't know how to get there.
I think that's another thing that I also kind of prayed about too, because like, how do you be ambitious and also like, how do you have that hunger but also be grateful for your present moment and everything that's going on in the now? Like, how do you have that? And I feel like I came to the conclusion that you can still have ambition as long as you don't idle it. You know what I mean? As long as you don't make that, like what my friend said, your identity. I feel like and Key, I think you got it less than any of us. You had the ambition. You know what you bring to the table. You know what you have. And we don't even try to spark some ideas to you that you should start this business and you should start that. And you know yourself so well that like, that's not the focus right now. Like, you want to get this stuff done first before you even try. Like, there's a right time, wrong time, right person, wrong time, wrong person, all that. There's that thing going on, and you understand that about yourself. But like for people like me and Dash who want to be in control of everything, that's one that really should be hitting harder for us.
Yeah. I think so I feel like in this particular situation, want less could really be like a double entendre because um I think that what I'm saying is the question begins with how do you have ambition but still want less? And what I mean by want less is what Maya is saying, like enjoy where you are, appreciate the moment, appreciate where you are. And I'm not telling you to want less because that can sound like settle. I'm not telling you to settle. Ambition is not the problem, attachment is.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get when you want more, you want something and then you don't get it and your life is falling apart or you feel some type of way because of that, because of that, that's where the problem ends up starting, because you can pursue more without necessarily needing more. And sometimes people, like when I say learn to want less because more has a hunger that can't be satisfied. You want more and you need more and now you need this. That's what I mean by that. I'm not asking you to settle or, to.
So, that's so hard to do. I don't know. It seems like I can finish it and I'm still hungry. Like I never can really find a place of satisfaction. And I'm not saying like I'm just always like a Debbie Downer or nothing like that, but it's just like it does not feel as victorious as like it's supposed to feel.
What does
in a way? Just like accomplishing goals, accomplishing things. It's like something. It's just feel like it's always more to achieve. It's always something else to be better at. It's always something else to be great. It's a constant battle. Finding peace is extremely difficult for me. Like it's just a constant me versus me battle. And then when you throw in a mix of people, it gets even more just like very difficult to navigate. So
I completely understand. And what I'm saying is not necessarily something that I'm saying that should be an easy thing, an easy task. It is something that you should always strive for to keep you grounded and to keep you aware, and that's why I'm really, really big about writing things down, because sometimes you forget I prayed to be here. And this is what I wanted back on this date. And I'm here now. Sometimes you forget to be grateful, and you don't want to ever really get to that spot where you forget to be grateful to where you are. And I don't think being present kills progress. What kills progress is anxiety, comparison, burnout, complexity, like just adding things to it and constantly moving the finish line. Like, instead of celebrating, like when you do something, celebrate that and be in that moment and enjoy it and still prepare for the future, but also understand how can we do more, how can we do better. It should always be a thing, and that's fine, because you should never stop wanting to learn and grow and do better. The only time you should be doing that is when you are on your deathbed. That's it. Let me read this real quick. Hey, Adjua. Adjua said, not only at work, but outside of work as well. Talking about how it's personal at work. She said, this speaks to me because I have everything, but I want more. But I don't know why I want more when I have what I've prayed for. It's overwhelming, I tell you.
It is.
Yeah, I completely understand that. And, maybe that's something you should seek out to figure out why do I want more? Because maybe that isn't something that's like, I felt like I had everything. I really did. But there was always something else that I wanted. And for me, what I've identified is that something else was kind of like conviction that I'm not actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm where I'm at is good because I'm satisfying myself, but it's I'm supposed to be doing something more. So maybe that's conviction. I don't know. It's for you to find out. But I don't necessarily think that you can't live and be present and build at the same time. I know it's hard, but you still need to document the journey. The journey is the destination, and I think happiness comes from internal, like you said, me versus me, battles with yourself. Happiness comes from those internal goals that you accomplish. And that's fine. That's not a problem. It's the people that they get too caught up in those things, and now you feel like a complete failure if you don't get it. And you know what I'm saying?
Kylie said, this is such a good conversation. I feel the same way about teaching. Like, tissue, please. Like, I love it. Why do others not want to learn like me or do what I do or just go through the motions? I want to keep learning, growing, and being the best I can be every single day. Like, where's the end goal? I can't see it. I want to keep going, if that makes sense.
It absolutely makes sense.
I feel like that's exactly the place I am. It's like I have this overzealous compassion for my career field, and I'm trying to just build a circle, even if it's just not even just doing the part I do. I just want a circle of support, and I want to feel that, and I want to walk in it every day, and like Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood, and it don't always work out that way. Mm-hmm. And when it don't, I feel like a crash out. It's overwhelming to the point where I just literally have to like decide to cut it off. But it's like when you cut it off, you still got to go back to it the next day. Something still has to be addressed.
What's overwhelming, Key?
Just like having that, needing a team like to have that same passion that you have for your career, like being in an environment where you don't always feel supported in that way. It just brings down the morale. And like college said, it's like I got all this energy to sometimes I run out of gas. I'm like, where's the end goal? Like sometimes I don't see a finish line. Everybody see like my growth, but I don't necessarily feel what everyone is seeing. Like everyone's like, oh, you've grown, you did this, you did that, but like I don't personally feel that way. Like I'm appreciative of it, and it's not like arrogance of like, oh really? Like when I respond that way, but it's more so just like a realization to me because I don't even know how to take time to give gratitude to the present moment. Sometimes it's just it's constant hoops to keep jumping, and I'm tired of jumping today.
Mm-hmm. I think having that moment of like I'm tired today is absolutely fine. But I think there are two things here that I would say. One, I think you have to define what enough means for you, or the world will define it for you. Like when in my community, being a lawyer is great, but I'm surrounded by tons of lawyers who also didn't know other lawyers. I'm surrounded by tons of black lawyers who are the first in their family. And whenever, people find out, or I became a lawyer, it was like I was supposed to change, and I was supposed to have this image, and I was supposed to have this car. And I defined it for myself. I'm not finna let y'all put me into debt and have to look a certain kind of way, cause I'm still me, and I'm still learning too. And I am a complete outcast in conferences when I'm with other lawyers, because it's not that nobody has the zealousness to learn and learn more and stuff like that. Nobody wants to give, and they see what the law can do for people and how much it can help people. But nobody wants to do it the way I want to do it. Nobody wants to help people and really speak for the people and not take everybody money every chance you get like I do. And you can feel like outcasted and like, like, why doesn't everybody want this, like Kylie said. And it's good to learn every day. You should. I'm always trying to learn something new. But what you have to do is put yourself with other people. They may not be in your field, they may not be in your industry, but you have to find other people that have that same energy about whatever it is they're excited about, because their strategies and their excitement and what they do, their skills and how they manage it, is sometimes extremely applicable to you and your situation, in spite of the difference of industries. And that's what I think you need to do, because you can't expect everybody to be on your level and be excited. Especially business owners. No one is going to care about your business more than you. But you have to find that in some way that works for you.
Dion said, Maya and I was just having this conversation about not rushing into the next goal, rushing and not sitting in where you are now. Some of us are now where we once prayed to be.
I read from the sermon yesterday that says, stop complaining about your plate when you said you was hungry.
Right.
A note that I took from the sermon yesterday, and that's why me and Dion, I'm glad he brought that up, because we was just having that conversation, because I feel like I was in a place of where what Kylie said and what Fat said at the same time.
And like, I'm not necessarily complain as much as like it's a feeling of defeat that's felt. I don't think I necessarily complain, but there is a feeling of defeat that will find its way into my forefront, and then that feeling creates thoughts of like, this is too much, where's the lack in me? Why am I not strong enough for this moment? Why can't I, this is just a moment. Why can't I stand tall in this moment? Why can't I find peace in this moment? And where's the lesson? Because that right there is just like, why am I feeling this way? And how am I missing the lesson? It's a huge disconnect between the moment. Yeah. So it can be like, it could be different.
I think, Keon, for you, it sounds like, and for the most part, usually it sounds like this. And the lesson is, you're going to keep learning this lesson, because you keep running into this same thing, because you keep justifying it and making excuses for it. You haven't figured out how to disconnect and separate. It's defeat because it's disappointment that's been internalized. You can be disappointed, but you're internalizing it, and then you question yourself, and then you go on this loop, and it's like a cycle. When these things happen, you go inward and you drink poison, and you're the only one that feels it, and you're gonna keep feeling it until you learn. I don't know, the tools or whatever, but until you learn to separate the two, or coping mechanisms to do so, you're going to keep feeling this. Even if it may be cyclical, it may not happen that often, or it may be, it's only when this happens, or when the team does this every now and then. But it's going to keep happening until you learn that your worth, your ability, and who you are, you have to appreciate that and be grateful for that, and that it is not tied to the efforts of others or the outcomes of others. And that's what I mean. You have to let peace be the baseline, not the reward. Or you'll always be like, I'll relax when X, I'll feel good when X. And that's a trap, because peace can exist while you're doing that.
And thank God that you're learning these lessons right now before you get to that next step or get your own business. You rather learn it now than get bigger and have to go through those lessons then. Because then once you get to that point, it's going to be a whole new, you're still going to have, everybody is going to have some type of struggle to some extent, but it's going to be a whole new struggle that you'll have to face.
Yeah.
But thankfully, it's not the struggle that you had, which was, once you get to that point, you're going to think that was minute compared to the struggle you will have.
Yeah. Audra said sometimes we have to remove ourselves from the moment because it's not always about us. Exactly. And I think that's what you have to learn in that moment, because you're internalizing things and making it about you every time, and it's really not. It feels that way, but it's not.
And kudos to you for stepping away and realizing that you ain't in a good place. As a therapist, we literally have to put our personal, emotional, and physical issues to the side to be there for this person who needs more help than we do. And so that's hard sometimes when we know we are dealing with something internally and we have to internalize that to put on for this person or these people that need us. That's hard. But kudos to you for knowing that and taking a step back and saying, I can't perform right now. I need this moment for myself.
Yeah.
That's important too, especially in the field that we're in.
Yeah. And this also might be about control, Keon. This might definitely be about control. Because you are, you have how you feel about physical therapy and clients and, patients and wanting to do things, and then everybody else doesn't feel that way. And you're taking ownership of that. And it feels like if something's off, you need to fix it, or if the team isn't as excited, you're doing something wrong or something like that. And while it's a difficult space to be in when you don't work on self in the way that you should to separate the two, because you're in a leadership spot. But you have to work on the piece where while you influence your team's energy, you do not control it. And that part is where you're taking ownership and where you're trying to control something. And I think that was another sermon that Maya sent that was like, you're over functioning when God is trying to let it fall. You're over functioning so that you can control, because you don't want something to fall and drop, but you're blocking the lesson that God is trying to teach to somebody else because you think you can control it. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am a walking, living billboard of God will certainly humble you and be like, you don't control a thing. But let me show you. I can show you better than you did. What'd you say, Maya?
Force humility. When God literally humbles you because you refuse to humble yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And I thought I was a rather humble individual, quite frankly.
But you're also controlling. So.
Let me go to the comments. Colin said, I sat in a PD today and had people that don't even know me comment on how well I did something in my classroom. I wanted to hide under the table. I don't need the attention or the praise. I just have to keep growing and learning and never getting comfortable.
So you have an issue with accepting appreciation, because she said she wanted to hide under the table. That's intense.
Your mom commented and said, "You never want praise. You've always ran from it, but you deserve it. You need to hear it, and you keep showing up. And I hope others see the light you have and come out of the darkness."
Actually, we skipped a comment after Dion. Mom said, sometimes I wonder why did some teachers come into the teaching field when all you're going to do is go through the motions and play school? Oh, man. And that's when Kylie said, yes, surrounded by people who love what you do and support you through it.
Mom said, Keon, you are so passionate about your job. I love it, but don't let it consume you.
She said, or you have to show up for you in spite of how others are. Don't expect that reciprocity, which is what we expect. Kylie said, not day stepping on toes. That's a good word. Thank you, Kylie. According to Keon, I am always stepping on toes.
Yeah, she come ready.
I mean, I'm not really trying to step on toes today. I'm just...
Yes. Key, you, even if you didn't say it, you really do seem like it has not been a good day for you, Sissy. You are just, she not her bubbly self.
Yeah, you ain't came for me once.
She don't got no words.
I mean, it's all good. Everybody has those days, but I think you really do need to work on that because that can really mess you up. You know, it kind of messes up.
And I think it goes back to that Keon can be like, and it's not to say like this in a bad way, but I think it goes back to that people pleasing. Like it's not in a bad way, but you want to do good for others. You want to do good by others. That's just your heart. Like your heart is way too big, and so like it's hard to. That's in you, so it's hard to like control that personally and in a professional space. And so when stuff happens, compared to me and Dash, we just like let it roll off our sleeve, where you internalize it and take it with you. And like I think you need to find ways to let that, like my therapist says, when she come home, she take a shower to wash off of everybody's thoughts, and you know, because you can internalize that people are telling you their personal lives. So she take a shower to symbolize washing all of that off, people's opinions, people's thoughts, people's problems. And I think you need to find something like that helps you deal with it, because like we could be saying all of this, but until you do the work, whether that's praying, journaling, something, it's gonna be a constant battle for you. Girl, what?
Sorry. I'll be seeing stuff, y'all.
You done scared me.
Sorry.
Get on my nerves.
Oh, sorry. Good God.
I was trying to read the comments. I can't see the comments. I know somebody said something, but
I feel like I do the work. I just don't think I share just the challenge as much. Like, I do the work, but I do it alone, and I do it silently, and it's like I don't always feel like I have like my people here. You know? And like it's some people you just kind of need when you low, and they just too far away.
Yeah.
But you don't call us.
I don't want to sometimes.
Yeah. To say like, you know, this happened, or this is what I'm experiencing, or So when like the team feels off or whatever, instead of like something feels off, do you internalize that and like in your head it's like, man, I didn't create the right environment?
It's not that it's like I didn't create the right environment. It's like what could be wrong? Like, because if 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 your team is off, you already serving a community of strangers, right?
Mhm.
It's almost like this part gotta be solid for me. This part gotta be solid because I'm about to go out into a world with um I'm about to walk out into a world with just a bunch of strangers,
Mhm.
and they don't know me, but y'all know me. You know me.
Mhm.
You know my intentions. You know my heart. So that has to be a consistent, solid foundation, and you miles away from home, and you don't have that consistent, solid foundation all the time. Just you just need it, and maybe I need to go home. Maybe it's like for me, maybe it's like okay,
You
it's time for
need
you
that
to.
refill, that recharge.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like you need to go home. Just take a break and go home. Just for like a grounding effect because it may not be today. It may not have been like yesterday. It may not have been Monday. This is literally just a buildup over probably time and just steady like going and going and going and going to the point right now it's just like I'm tired.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So this happened over time, and you just kind of like, I'm fed up.
Yeah.
So are you fed up with people and their responses to the situation, like to the environment or the
I
system?
think I just feel I feel like I'm fed up with I need a break. Give me a break.
Okay.
Key, everybody said they love you.
Oh, Angela
Dion,
said, you need me to
virtual
come hug
hugs.
you, child. I'm currently, I'm gonna be real transparent. I'm currently, I'm losing it over here a little bit. Because
You
I'm
what?
losing it. I feel like there are bugs on me.
Dave, please.
I am so, I don't know if y'all noticed how jittery I've been, but I'm a little terrified of bugs, and I thought I saw something, and now I feel like there's, yeah, like, I don't know if y'all see me, like, doing this. There's, like, frays. You know how there's strings on your clothes? Because I, like, cut this sweater, so there's, like, frays and stuff. And now, oh, I'm losing it.
Anyways, Tita said not to be Debbie Downer. I know we have had a major loss with Carletta. Sometimes other emotions may play a part in that way. Excuse me, in the way cuz is feeling. Prayers and condolences, everyone. This is a hard one. Um, yeah, that's true. Cause Keon, she doesn't do well with those things.
Mom said, what was
I
the
mean,
basis of today's word? The basis of today's word started out with Stephen Colbert. I'm just like losing it. And
well, you are, because you just cut me off, and that's so
I'm
rude.
so
Like,
sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you was done. I was just reading her
oh, go ahead.
comment.
I got mad.
The basis of today. Oh, thank you, Mark. The basis of today's word was Stephen Colbert and like how he lost his position and all of that stuff, and how you shouldn't ground. You find peace in where you are. Continue to build and continue to grow, but don't ground yourself in titles and other things. That's the basis of it, and that's why the title is called "Find Peace." Mom said Keon wants everyone to love the job like she does, but that's not realistic. Ooh.
know if that's really the true, like, primary issue here. I think.
Mm-hmm.
What, Rudy Pooch?
I was gonna read the rest of the comments. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm not really processing like manners because.
Can you tell Nate to cut? Cause you making me nervous and it's you all over the place and it's just not going well. For real now.
Okay.
You ain't even processing what people said.
I'm gonna keep calm. Okay. Betty said Keon is just a passionate person. It is really showing on her tonight. But you keep letting your light shine and don't be too hard on yourself because others aren't as passionate as you. Do not change you. Let them change and get where you are. Tina said virtual hugs. Everybody says we love our Keon. Ajua put out an invitation to she is happy to come hug Keon. And then
I also think I'm being a Rudy Poot now.
Oh,
and I don't
okay.
care. But I also think that therapy should be what's that? Anyway, man, she throwing me off so bad, y'all.
Okay, go ahead.
I think therapy should really be a topic, like a thing for everybody. Not just when you're feeling down and out, but just anything. I think your therapist should be somebody who you do life with, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at this point, sometimes it just feels good to just talk it out and cry it out. And I've been in therapy for probably 2 months, and I can even say it's been a huge difference. That's enough. And if you're going to do that, then you need to mute.
Sorry. Continue.
That's all I wanted to say. I'm sick of it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not me.
I forgot the last question you asked, but like I think Teresa comment was when she said I need to find a person I can just vent to and I always get a response so I can decompress. I feel like that is one of the biggest things I lack in the world. Is like I am always like such an active listener, and I'm such a listener, and I'm such a listener, and I listen and I listen and I learn. I'm constantly learning how to navigate me to make a person feel responsible. I mean, make a person feel comfortable, make a person feel seen and heard. That is not always reciprocated for me. And I know people like, you can't look for you in other people. But when you just give that all day, so unapologetically, so like, and it's not like, even if it's not like it's just for the job. That's a personal component of who you are as well. And when you do that so much, it's almost like taking a rubber band and you keep pulling it out. And at no point is there like, is there any type of like compression to just like reset? Mm-hmm. It's not a reset. It's just a constant tool. And I didn't want to make this about me, but this was about finding peace. And when I read this I was just like, you know, you pray, which I don't want to go too deep into like the topic of people being like, pray about it, because you know, I come from a praying family. I'm not shy of talking to the Lord. I'm not scared to get on my knees and be intentional about prayer. I pray. It's not that I'm not working on it. It's not that I need I don't know what I need, but I just know like it's an overwhelming sense of a lack of reciprocation in the world of just like interactions and not having your foundational people to just I don't want to always be the title. I don't want to always I love my career, but if you look at my social media and then you look at my career, I'm two different people on purpose because I hate being the title. I hate that, like, I hate the expectations that come with the title, or because to me when you bring up the title, now you brought out a person who has to be selfless and care about you as a person, and I don't necessarily always want to care about everybody, which sounds so mean.
Not to me.
But I mean, personally, I feel like I'm tired of caring about people and not feeling cared about the way my people care about me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of caring about people.
I just said when I feel like that, I hide and I don't be
Can't
bothered.
hear you.
I said not to me, like it didn't sound selfish. Maya, you need to chill. Get off me. I have something. I don't know what it is, but it's concerning. Anyway, I just said when I feel like that, I hide and I don't be bothered with nobody. I have to take time to build myself back up after building everyone else up. I'm hiding now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can you read the comment?
Okay, so Maya and Tita in cahoots coming for me because yeah. Hey Tisha. Lenore said therapy is not just for the moments when everything feels heavy. It's also for the moments when life is unfolding and you want to understand it more clearly. It creates space to sit with your thoughts, your patterns, your relationships, and the person you are becoming. Sometimes nothing is wrong, but there is still something to explore. The way you respond to people, the choices you keep making, the parts of yourself you do not always have time to notice. Therapy gives you that pause. It allows you to experience life with more awareness instead of just moving through it on autopilot. Not just surviving the difficult seasons, but being fully present in the meaningful ones too. Yeah. I definitely think therapy serves that purpose for me. I'm not being weird this time. I actually dropped something. And I definitely recommend, like Carlos a couple weeks ago, try it out, see what you learn about yourself. You might even learn some new tools on how to communicate or how not to communicate. I don't know.
Yeah, Key. And I don't think it's wrong for you to say that you wish you didn't care so much and stuff like that. Because I don't want you to get to a point where you see that is a liability when it's really a gift and you don't steward that gift. Mm-hmm. And so like I think your thing should be like knowing you have that skill that Mom have where she cares deeply about everybody, when you have to find the people that you pour into. Like you can't pour into everybody because everybody ain't gonna receive it well. One, everybody gonna take it wrong because they don't know your heart and your intention behind it. Sometimes you gotta meet people where they at.
What were you about to say, Key?
I don't know. I like what Lenore said when he said sometimes nothing is wrong, but there's still something to explore. Mm-hmm. And I support therapy. I am someone who believe in therapy, and I know just moving. I do have autopilot moments, but I don't know if it's a therapist that I feel like I need. I don't know if that's necessarily the one I want to have. Like I don't.
Do you know the one that you want to have?
Yeah, what's like, the one?
Can you truthfully say that? Like you know what you want?
I don't think that's the thing. It's like I don't think I know what I want as much as like I need to learn how to like just control like the amount I pour into things, the amount I pour into work, the amount I pour into people. Like, I need to control that because like I'm being refilled about this much, and I'm constantly giving this much, and so by the time I realize that how much I've just allowed myself to be consumed, I'm beat up, I'm tired, I don't, and it just creates this mean person, and that's what I tell my people today. It's like, like I feel mean, like I know that's weird to say, but like if you know me, like I'm far from mean. So like when I start to like get in this mean space and feel mean, it's like, oh yeah, you sick of people. Now you sick of everybody, and now you going off on things that don't even require that much energy, or you're annoyed at like the smallest things, and so yeah, it's just like I just need time to just reset.
Yeah. Tita said, I definitely understand how you feel, Keon. You are uniquely you and you are enough. That's when I found peace. And the only validation I need is me. Other people's validation is appreciated. Lenore said, Keon, you don't have to be your title all the time. That's something you carry, not something you are. It's okay to set it down and just exist without performing, without leading, and without having all the answers. There are parts of you that existed before the title, and they still matter. The way you laugh, the things you enjoy, the way you show up when no one is expecting anything from you, that version of you deserves space too. If you never step outside of your title, you miss the chance to feel without pressure. And you miss the chance for people to connect with you, not what you do, but who you are. Ooh, that was good.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And there are parts of me that existed before the title. And everything about me in Georgia
Is the title.
Yes, it's not the part that existed before the title. Like, I don't even think the people know the part that existed before the title. But I can go home and I can feel, or I can be around certain people. That's what I mean when I say I don't have my people, because it's people that know me without it, and I get to just I get a sense of just like comfort and just like, and I feel supported in that space. I don't feel supported in that space.
Do you feel comfortable enough to be you without that? Or like you don't know because you haven't really, it's mostly been about the title in Atlanta?
Do I feel comfortable enough to be what?
Like be you, like be who you are, like how you are at home. Because on the outside looking in, it seems like you are you everywhere you go. Like I don't, and it might be because I'm your sister and I know you, but I don't see that. I don't see you wearing the title. I think people, because they know how dope of a PT you are, I think people just automatically see, put that on you, especially in Atlanta.
No, I don't. No, I'm me everywhere I go. Like I can separate myself from the title. It's the component of compassion that crosses the line too much through the title and through being me. Like I told you, sometimes I don't want to care about people. Like that's associated with the title. Like I care about people every day, Monday through Friday, from sun up to sundown. Like I don't want to care. Like I would like to not care. And finding that balance of just being able to be in a space of being understood and being loved without caring, it's like only your people can give you that support and love and comfort.
Yeah.
Because they know you, like they've been knowing you. They can see where you are. They realize, okay, today you need a conversation. Like, let's come over, let's talk. Like it's just not, And that's why I was like, I don't know if it's necessarily a therapist because I don't want to, you know, I don't
That
feel like
person don't know you either. It's just another person
it's
that don't
another
know you.
person that don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just another person that I'm trying to teach how to know me. I'm teaching you how to learn me, how to understand me. And some people are going to understand what that takes and what it looks like, and then some people aren't. And then when you just come to that realization, it's like that group of people is so limited here. Like it's very tiny. It's very small.
Yeah.
And so it's like trying to find your people is just it's hard.
Yeah.
Lenore said, and sometimes we have to give ourselves permission to not be on all the time, to not always be present in the way people expect us to be. There is nothing wrong with stepping back, letting go, and just experiencing life without analyzing, managing it, or carrying it. Not every moment needs your full awareness or your title attached to it. Some moments are meant to simply be felt, and you deserve to have those too.
Mm-hmm.
They always say, don't forget about the part of you that the world don't see when it's just you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like him. Mom said that part, Kia. You carry all the weight of your job, your staff, your friends. You have to decide that cross is not yours to carry. And Betty said, "Come on home, baby. Come on home."
Yep.
Mom said, "Come on home, Snoopy. Come home."
Yeah.
Teresa said, "Keon, you need a good screaming moment. Screaming is the best therapy ever. Trust me, you'll be better immediately." Or them places you can go where you can throw a plate.
Throw stuff.
I feel like I'd be in that place like
I call that place my house. No, I'm just like, I don't get down like that. I was just kidding.
But yeah, we reached 9:34. I appreciate y'all input. I didn't mean to make the piece
Some way, somehow, everybody, these blogs be just a little therapy for everybody. Last week it was Danish. This week it was you. Next week, the conversation that we had today kind of segues into next week's topic.
Yeah, next week's topic is just pray about it. But what if I already did? It is exploring what faith truly means, and people who say just pray about it, and why, and what more y'all should be saying. And it's got a little scriptures in there for, the Bible thumpers. So it's got something for everybody. Tita said, "Key, come home and go lay in the bed with Granny." Who are you, overall guy? Overall guy said, hey.
It's killing me.
Lenore said,
hold on. Go ahead. That's what I was about to read.
I want you to hear this and actually sit with it. You don't have to care about everyone all the time. That's not a flaw. That's a boundary. Your job already requires so much of you. And if you're not careful, you'll start performing instead of actually feeling it. You are allowed to turn it off. You are allowed to not be on for people outside of your role. That doesn't make you cold, it makes you human. And you deserve to be loved in spaces where you are not needed, not fixing anything, not carrying anyone, just you. No pressure, no expectations, no emotional labor. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. You get to choose where it goes. That's a good one.
Thank you, Lenore. You brought in some really helpful points.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I needed to hear that last one. I may have to go back and read it over and over again, but I feel like that to sum up how I feel and to sum up what's wrong, that definitely just provided the answer. That's what it is. It's like I feel like I want to be loved in a space where nothing is needed. Like it's just if and I feel that it feels genuine. Like it's not taken from me, taken from who I am. I just get to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that, Lenore. I appreciate y'all pouring into me today. I'm so sorry, but I think it's very important that y'all see that like we are not always strong. Um, Especially me because I am always such a upper and a partier and a turn upper that it's like it's not really a true reality. It's not it's just social media. And the real reality is we have these moments and they help build character, help build strength. And when you see me on the other side of this, you will understand what I went through to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do appreciate y'all creating a space for me to be vulnerable and transparent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Teresa said she used to scream out of nowhere. It's actually a proven fact that it works. She didn't know it at the time, but apparently science. So might want to go scream.
Dash, if I see you screaming out of nowhere, I'm gonna be like, "Is you cool?"
Yeah, you should. Tina said Lenora bought a word tonight. He blessed me too.
Oh yeah, I think that was for everybody.
Betty said we love you, Keon, and next week we want to see that smile and hear the laughter.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yes, Tita, it is gonna be a good one. As a matter of fact, bring the Bible thumpers. Why y'all be telling people just pray about it and send them on their way? I feel like you just gave me a boot in the behind. Like, what else?
I want Yaya to come on next week. I want Yaya to come up on TikTok next week.
On her time, I talk to Yaya on her time. No pressure.
Okay.
Yaya, whenever, if it's on your spirit and you want to come join, we love you for that. If not, we still love you.
But for those of you who, just in case you have something to say, don't forget on TikTok, if you join us on that platform and you want to come up, just let us know. We will pull you up and you can chat with us in the panel and not type in your comments. So, see y'all.